Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everybody coming in from wherever you are. We're glad you're here today. And we always love to start our service with music. So if you're able to stand, we'll sing into the day.
Take me to the water and I'll dive right in. I'm ready to let go of everything that's been. I said, take me to the mountain and I'll climb on up. From the highest peak, beauty's gonna fill my cup. I say yes, I say yes, I know all is well. I say yes, yes, I say yes, I say yes, yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, I say yes, 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 knowing all is well. I say yes, I know all is well. Throw routine right out the door. When I'm scared, I know it leads me to something more. Widen my gaze and see all there is. Take a leap of faith, I'm gonna find that bliss. I say yes, I say yes, I know all is well. All right, let's sing yes. I say yes, yes, I say yes, I say yes, yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, I say yes, 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 knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, I know all is well. Routine out again. I said throw routine right out the door. When I'm scared, I know it leads me to something more. Widen my gaze and see all there is. Take a leap of faith, I'm gonna find that bliss. I say yes, I say yes, I know all is well. I say yes, yes, I say yes, I say yes, yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, I say yes, 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 knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, I know all is well. I say yes, and now we all say yes, we know all is well. I say yes, come on, we all say yes, we know all is well. Well, good morning, all you friendly faces. Take a minute to greet some of those folks out there. Supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome All right, well, we're going to invite any of our kids who are here today to join our teacher up here on stage. Go out to our children's program outside. What a beautiful day to do that. And we'll sing Hooray for the World. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. Got Mother Nature and the human race. The world's got trees and bumblebees, rivers and lakes and the open seas, mountains and valleys and animals too, and a sun that shines on me and you. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. Got Mother Nature and the human race. Got Mother Nature and the human race.
Woo! I like that. Woo! Good morning. I am Cindy Clay. I'm the practitioner of the day, along with Mary Ballou and Francine Kitchen. And we're all here as practitioners of prayer to support you. And with one other message, which is silence your cell phones, please. And also just want to let you know that we have learned an affirmative prayer process, and we love to pray. And so there are many ways that you can ask for prayer and support from anybody that's wearing a stole today, or you can put a prayer request. There's a little pottery jar that we call the prayer vessel. You can write out a little prayer request, put it in the prayer vessel, and we will pick those up and support you with prayer. You can also go to the website and put a request in there, but just know that we love to support you. So now I just invite you to just take a deep breath with me. Close your eyes if you feel like you want to do that. And I am just filled with love this morning, recognizing the love that creates all, supports all, and sustains all is present right here and now. And that love fills us and expands our hearts. And each one of us this morning has said yes. Yes to more love. Yes to more joy. We have shown up at the right time, in the right place, for a beautiful experience of community and connection and love. I am so grateful that we are here together. And I say, let this service begin. And so it is.
I am led the things that no longer serve me as I'm letting go. I am healed, I am made whole, I am letting go, I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me as I'm letting go. I am healed, I am made whole, I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me as I'm letting go. I am healed, I am made whole, I am healed, I am healed, I am made whole, I am healed, I am made whole. All of me designed to perfection. All of me beautiful and sacred. All of me a wonder, expression of the infinite. All of me pure light divine. All of me designed to perfection. All of me designed to perfection. All of me beautiful and sacred. All of me a wonder, expression of the infinite. All of me pure light divine. All is love, all is light. All is love, all is light. All is love, all is light. All of me pure light divine. All of me designed to perfection. All of me beautiful and sacred. All of me a wonder, this love out. All is love. All is light. 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 All of me. All of me. Pure light divine. All of me. Pure light divine.
Soak that in. That's great. Thank you. Thank you all. Ah. So let me talk about suffering. Okay, I can't get around it. So if you're joining us, we have a yearly theme, and this theme for the year is Living Beautifully. And each month we have a new topic that relates in some fashion. And this month's topic is the three elements, and this is a complete steal from Buddhism. Just, I'm going to put it right out there. This is from the other part of my spiritual life. And the reason I wanted to bring it to all of us, the three elements are impermanence and dissatisfaction or suffering and non-self, which is a really weird idea, and yet it's not. It basically means we're constantly changing. We don't have a fixed identity. It's constantly evolving itself. And so those are the vast topics that I will be speaking about, and our practitioner today, Cindy, is going to be speaking next week while I take my family to Lopez, and she's got a hot topic for you guys, so I hope you'll come and support her in that. Today I wanted to talk about the basic kind of overview of these things and how they relate to the spiritual path and to us. And so actually the title of this talk is Suffering and Freedom. So all is not lost. So let me just introduce these concepts. They're things that you know all about, whether you've ever named them or not. The first, of course, is impermanence. And impermanence surrounds us. Impermanence is the nature of this place. You may have noticed. Things come and go. They just do. And the challenge with impermanence is that human beings really don't like change. You know, you may have noticed that, except if we choose it. Then it's okay. Like, you know, you go into a pizza place and they've got all their special things, and you go, well, I don't like that and that, and I don't like that. And you say to the guy at the counter, hey, can I not have that and have this? And when they say yes, we're happy. When they say no, we're not. So in a very simplified way, this breaks down impermanence. When we choose it, we're happy. When it's not a choice of ours, we're not necessarily thrilled, and sometimes just downright tragically sad about things that have passed away. And so for most sacred humans, what we do with that is we try to make it as completely impermanent as possible in our daily life. We make all kinds of decisions that routinize our life and make it predictable, because we like that, and there's something wrong with that, exactly. So, think about your day. Like when I get up in the morning, I hunt for my slippers and I go to the bathroom and I go upstairs and I drink a cup of water because everybody says you should be drinking 2 cups of water before you have your coffee. So I cheat and do 1 cup of water, then coffee, then water. Counts, right? And on it goes like that. Like there's all these patterns. And in a real sense, it's a stabilizing factor. It's like, okay, well, it's easier if we know what we're doing and how we're doing it. So there's nothing wrong with that, except that sometimes in our search for ease and predictability, we begin to kind of get upset when that sort of thing stops being possible. So we go to the kitchen to have our routine non-fat yogurt and granola, and someone ate the last of our granola. Anybody have anything like that happen? When someone uses the last of the coffee, that's even worse for those of us who need coffee. And so, I'm bringing you very mundane examples because that's where it happens, the suffering. There's a little tiny bit of suffering there. It's not big, it's not major, it's not like we've lost someone forever. It's that, the granola's gone. And there's a slight dissatisfaction with the fact that either we forgot to buy it or someone, and if you're like me and you only live with one person, someone ate the last of the granola and did not replace it. And then from there we go. It's like, and did not replace it, and did not tell me, and did not even bother to go to the store and get some more, and it can go on and on and on like that. And that's what comprises most of our suffering, actually. We're so fortunate. Think about it. I mean, there are people right now in Gaza, in Ukraine, in Russia, in Israel, and in Somalia, and in so many places that they're not worried about granola. You know what I'm saying? They're worried about living. And they're worried about living for lots of reasons. So we're very fortunate. And I'm using these mundane examples to sort of remind us all that we're doing something with that's kind of unconscious because it's so routinized for most of it. And the unconscious thing is we expect things to be the same. We're setting it up that way. We want it to be the same. Now, why do you think? Remember, I was a therapist. Why do you suppose we do that? Could it be that we're so aware but don't want to be aware of how everything changes? That as much as possible, we try to make everything very stable? Could be. Don't know about you. Could be. Probably is. Just saying. And also we do that for protection. We're protecting ourselves. So where this shows up, where this suffering shows up, is often we try to do things that will protect our hearts and protect our way of living and protect. And so can't tell you how many people stay in relationships. I'm sure some of you can relate. They stay in them for a long, long time because it's safe. It's not fun. It's not really working very well, but it's safe. It's a form of protection. And there's something wrong with that. See, I want to get the point across that this is not a talk about judgment. This is a talk about awareness and freedom. Because the moment we begin to pay attention to how we concretize things, how we try to make things all the same, how we try to control conditions so that we can be safe and things can be predictable and we can feel like we're comfortable, the moment we become aware of that, then we have the power to choose again. And we even have the power to choose when the granola is gone or the coffee's out. Instead of suffering, we can go, oh, look at that. Impermanence happened again. There it is. It happened again. And instead of getting upset, we can just be aware, okay, the change has occurred. When someone we love becomes ill, we can suffer because we love them so, and we don't want them to suffer. When some beloved pet passes away, we suffer because we love them so. And this is where impermanence really starts to show up in the billboards of our life, or in these bigger events, not in the granola, but rather in the losses that happen, which they just do. And so coming to terms with that on the spiritual path is a huge part of awakening, of enlightenment, of living free. Because when we're trapped with the suffering, and I have been trapped, and I have friends that are trapped in suffering in these larger billboard events. Someone's daughter, alcoholic, dies. 8 years later, the father is still bereft. And we can all understand that. We can. Someone's husband leaves and they're bereft. We can understand that. What happens, though, over time is that some people utilize that impermanence to wake up, and some people get trapped in the suffering of it. And I've done both. I don't know about you. I've done both along this journey of mine. And I can report from the field notes that I took that it's way better if I don't get trapped in it. Way better. To feel it, truly feel it, know it, experience it, but then let it go so that it can transform me and the situation. And, the master class of the spiritual path is doing this. So we're learning, and by the time we actually are impermanent ourselves in the big sense, like we're out of here, maybe we'll have the lesson down. I hope so. But I sure have been in enough deathbeds where people are still resisting and fighting the fact that they're leaving, So that's the other part about dissatisfaction and suffering, is from small to huge. When things are changing, one of the maneuvers that happens is we go into resistance. I certainly did in several of these big billboard events. And resistance on brakes in a car or a bike is fabulous. Resistance in human beings, not so much. Because if you think about a car or a bike and you put on the brakes, you put on the brake, it slows everything down. When you talk about resistance to impermanence in a sacred human, it does the same thing. It slows everything down. And that might sound great until you realize that suffering is then extended because it's slower. And you're just hanging on so that, I don't want this to happen, I don't want this to happen. So one of the things we do, well, I don't know about you, but what I did is I tried to control things because I'm really, really good at managing. How about you? And so, hey, I know I'll just try to control this situation. And by George, in several of these billboard things, I could do that to a certain extent. Not ultimately, because impermanence is happening right before my very eyes, but I would manage it to try to control it. And what that does is, because it doesn't actually work, then it creates more suffering, and then we try to control it more, and then it creates more suffering, and pretty soon we fall into our deepest pit. Because all the maneuvering that we've learned over these years to control things isn't working very well. So there's another route, there's another way. And it's not that we don't acknowledge loss. So don't get that either. It's, of course, these deep griefs of ours are very real, but it is, however, that resistance to the grief, resistance to the change, resistance to how things are unfolding can make it 10 times worse and continue the wheel of suffering. We just go suffer, control, suffer, control, suffer, control, until finally life goes, well, too bad, so sad. Boom, it's changed. Right? Anybody? Not just me, right? Okay. So what I discovered is that, and I wrote this down, is that, of course, resisting the nature of reality will never work, right? And there's a famous story. I know you've heard it. It is that famous. And if you haven't, oh boy, I get to tell a new story to you. It's about two monks. And these two monks, you know, they travel in pairs because that's part of their vows, is they're not alone. They travel together when they're going anywhere. And they've taken vows of chastity and poverty and all these things. And so they're walking along. And it's the rainy season wherever they are. And it's been raining, torrentially raining. And so the creek that they have to walk across, because there's these big stones that someone has put in this creek so that they could walk across, well, they're completely underwater. And the water is very swift, this normal kind of piddling little creek. It's now a rushing torrent. And there's a woman on this side of the creek with them. And she's pacing back and forth, and she's clearly terrified to cross. And so one of the monks, the senior monk, goes up to her and says, "Do you need help?" And she said, "I do. My child is at home, and I didn't realize it was going to rise this fast, and I went to get food, and I can't get back, and my child's alone." And the monk said, "Okay, well, climb on my back, and we'll just, I'll get my habit up here, and we'll just, my brother and I will walk you across." So that's what they did. Walked across the creek, put her down. She rushed off to take the bag of food that she had on her back to the child, and the monks kept walking to wherever they were walking. And they walked for hours. And, you know, oftentimes monks don't chat. You may have noticed that, you know. So they're quietly, mindfully walking. And then finally, they're almost to their destination, and the younger monk says, "I can't believe it." And the senior monk's like, "What? I can't believe you did that." The senior monk's like, "What? What did I do?" And he said, "You know we're not supposed to touch women. We're not supposed to have anything to do with women. We've both taken vows. What were you thinking? That is so wrong." And the senior monk looks at the younger monk and says, "Brother, I put that woman down on the other side of the creek. It appears you've been carrying her this whole day." Right? And so part of the lesson of letting go is about really dropping things when you're done with them. So letting go. So you feel it. The suffering happens. The granola's gone. Okay, I'm going to have oatmeal instead. Suffer. Okay, drop it. That's what's happening, right? Your beloved pet passes away. Happens to me. I haven't gotten a dog yet because it happened during COVID, right? So there's great suffering of losing this beautiful being. But I didn't carry her corpse around with me for the last 4 years. We let it go. We let it go. We carry the memory, we carry the love, but we let the physical form go. And so as we let go of resistance to change, which is monumental and such a skill to develop, something else begins to happen. We begin to become freer and freer and freer. And Pema Chodron, a very famous American Tibetan nun, said it this way: when we resist change, it's called suffering. But when we completely let go and not struggle against it, when we embrace the groundlessness of our situation and relax into its dynamic quality, that's called enlightenment. But because my heritage is mostly Irish, I think the one who said it best was John O'Donohue. And John said it this way: I would like to live like a river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding. I would like to live like a river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding. And that's what begins to happen when we practice non-resistance and we embrace the groundlessness that surrounds us and is part of life here on the planet. When we realize that everything is impermanent and we really realize it and we embrace it instead of trying to hold it at bay, we begin to have this experience of being free in it, free in the moment, just like the river flowing. There's, and that's why you'll see in our graphic for this month, it's a picture of a river, because you can't put your foot in the same river twice. Everything has flowed, and so every place along there has changed. So you and I are like that. We're much more like a river than like a permanent structure. And when we begin to embrace our nature in that way, things start to unfold that could never have happened when we were hanging tightly on to how we want it to be. It just there's no room. There's no room for life to move through us and bring to us these beautiful, surprising, unfolding, flowing things. So it's a real opportunity to think about your own life. And you know what? I still get up in the morning. I still put my slippers on. I still go up and have 1 cup of water, then coffee, then another cup of water. It's not that routines have to be gone. We just have to be awake in them so that we're at choice, so that we're not suffering when things need to end, and can embrace the fact that as things end, other things begin in an endless cycle of creation. That's why it's like that here. That's why you're like that, and I'm like that. We're meant to continually evolve. So I'll do a treatment for that. That's our form of prayer, and invite you into it. And we often speak these prayers in the first person. And so all you need to do is just hear it as you speaking. Here and now, in this very moment, in this quiet, beautiful room, I feel the presence of the divine, a flowing energy like a vast river of wisdom and love unending. Because this presence of wisdom and love are flowing through everything and everyone, I know that that same energy is flowing in me, as me, and through me. And the necessity for my life is transformation, evolution, and change. And as I recognize this, I realize that I may have developed habits of mind and of action and of speech that seek to resist my very nature. And so in this prayer, I accept that these habitual ways of trying to control circumstances, to feel safe, are no longer necessary for me. I see them for what they are, beautiful structures that held me while I learned about my true nature, the flowing, ever-changing nature that I am. And so I bless those structures. I use them sometimes, but they no longer are necessary for me to feel safe. Instead, I'm grounded in a way that I never have been, grounded in the flow of spirit, allowing the spirit that is moving in me with intelligence to move me in just the right ways. So I let go of any need to control and instead trust, open to the divine, and allow it to help me flow into new and very beautiful expressions. And for this, I'm grateful, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. All right, well, so the band is coming back up. The ushers are preparing for the offertory. And I hardly ever talk about the offertory in a deep way, but I will say that for me, all these years in the science mind philosophy, I started when I was 18. One of the teachings was, as you give, you receive. And so even in those student days, I would give whatever I could to this place that was supporting me in my own spiritual life. So I know many of you do that, and I really want to thank you for that. It's very special to be here together. All right, here we go. Come on up, you guys.
All I love is all around me. All around me there is love. Like a sea of open water, and the trees that rise above. I know that I am worthy of the gifts that love can bring. All I love is all around me. Love is everything. All I love is all around me. All around me there is love. Lifts me up if I let it, especially when I give it up. There is no limit to its magic, so I raise my voice and sing. All I love is all around me. Love is everything. Love is everything. Love is everything.
All right, I've got a couple of announcements for you. We are looking for volunteers for our Mind, Body, Spirit Fair. Thank you to those who have already signed up. We would love some more help on the day of the fair, which is July 20th. It's coming right up here. And there's a real need right now, if you have time, this week, like in the next couple days. We have a bunch of these flyers. I've got one right here. It looks like that, but it's bigger. And we also have these smaller things. And we need help getting these around town, out into Blaine and Ferndale and Linden and any place and every place we can think of to put these up. So in the coffee room, there's a stack of the flyers with tape and push pins. And if you can take some and just in your neighborhood or wherever you're traveling, make sure that they're up at the co-op or up at Wiku or wherever you go. We would so appreciate it. To get the word out is really so helpful to all of the vendors who have signed up to be part of this fair. And don't you forget to mark your calendars and come, at least for part of the day on the 20th. There's so many incredible things going on. We have a list of speakers that are fabulous. And then we have all these different healers and all that they bring into the world. So make a date with yourself and come on over on the 20th. But if you can help in this way, and also in the many ways that are enumerated on those sign-up sheets, we would love it. Also, just so you know, I think it might be the next one, The last couple of years, we've done a used book sale during the Mind, Body, Spirit Fair in the classroom. And so we're asking you if you have any gently used spiritual books or other books like that to bring them on over. And our crew of people are going to start setting them up the week before the fair. And we'd love to have those, and then maybe you'd like to shop for new ones. It's kind of our own little library thing. And then this is happening right after the fair. On Friday, July 26th, we have invited the Walrus, who are just a kick-in-the-pants band, to come and do a Beatles song sing-along with us. And so you are invited to buy tickets. You can buy those tickets on our website. And the Walrus has opened their gates for their people to come and be part of it as well. So if you're planning on coming, I wouldn't wait too long, but buy your ticket now and invite a friend. This will be super fun, very fun. And then you may have been here last year when I announced that we have this incredible group of bakers who bake for the unhoused. And some of them have been doing this for years and are now like at the end of their ability to do it. So we're looking for a couple new recruits who like to bake cakes and maybe not eat them. That's sort of where I am right now. And we make them for unhoused young adults who have been aged out of the foster program and often don't have anywhere to go. And so they're often homeless, and sadly, many of them have never had a birthday cake, and certainly not one of their choosing. So we try to let them tell us, what kind of cake would you like? And if we can do it, sometimes we can't. Like someone the other day said ice cream cake, and that's hard to manage, but we try to help them. So if you'd like to be one of these bakers, there's a sign-up sheet in the classroom. The men's group is meeting next Sunday at noon. As always, you're welcome to come. And oh, this is awesome. So there was a Gourmets for Good that people bid on called My Man Godfrey. And let's see, Kalish is part of that. Anybody else part of that? G4G? Oh, Cindy and Laurel and Beth. And so they need an audience because this is a radio show that the people that bid are the character actors in. And now they need all of us to come so that they can have an audience to do this in front of. So it's absolutely free to sign up. It is the day after the Mind, Body, Spirit Fair, July 21st at 3:15 here. And all you have to do is show up and clap. Because after all, there are people. We'd love you to be a part of it. So mark your calendar and come, and I'll remind everybody the morning of the 21st. All right, and let's see, did I get everything? I wanted to thank, let's see. Nope, I did it. No, let's see. Yes, I did. I'm lost in time here. Hank and Heather are doing theirs this coming week. Yeah, so let's stand if we're able, and we'll sing our way into the day.
Gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top. One step at a time, no doubt about it. Won't stop till I get to the top. One step at a time. Gonna climb this mountain, gonna climb this mountain. Won't stop till I get to the top. One step at a time, no doubt about it. Won't stop till I get to the top. One step at a time. Leave behind what's weighing you down. Leave behind what's weighing me down. Wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling. Face forward, feet on the ground. Living in this courage I found. The sky is falling. Gonna climb this mountain. Won't stop till I get to the top. One step at a time, no doubt about it. Won't stop till I get to the top. One step at a time, one step at a time. 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 Enjoy this beautiful weather, and we'll see you again soon. Head down to Bellingham Pride Festival down at the public market.